Hey guys, what's going on? It's SORROWFUL here, and today is a pretty important and big special day for me, as I'm sure it is for many of you as well. And the reason is because MapleStory has brought back for the, I don't know, maybe third time, the World Leap event. I just want to put this out and say this out first. I just want to put this out there and say this first, that if you are thinking of moving worlds, the event lasts about 2 weeks, from September 20th to October 3rd, I believe. You can check the website for the actual date and time. But if you are thinking about it, really do consider it and think about it, because the last World Leap event was maybe about 1.5 years to 2 years ago, somewhere around that area, and I was thinking of switching back then, and I didn't. Now, although I don't regret not switching back then, I certainly, you know, thought for a moment that I made the wrong choice. And I know people that had moved over to a different world back then, and they didn't regret it at all. So this time around, I'm taking the opportunity to move to a more populated server. Before this World Leap event, the server wasn't that much more populated than my bacon. But because of this World Leap event, I know a lot of people are going to Bera, including a lot of friends of mine, and we talked about it and stuff like that. So I'm going to be switching over to Bera as well. If you are in a lacking or dead-ish server, I recommend you guys come over as well, because again, the bigger the population there, the better. Let's try and make it as big as Windia or even Scania. So I would recommend people to move over to that world, as long as, you know, you're not leaving anybody or, you know, something important behind. If you just came back to the game and you started in a different world, you probably might regret that decision. So yeah, probably better to switch to Bera and just have a whole big community over there. So I am going to be moving to Bera. A couple of things off the top of my head that's important to know if you do want to move your character is, first and foremost, anything in your storages. So that's this storage. Anything in this storage does not transfer over. So if you do want to transfer the things in the storage, you have to put it onto a character and then transfer that character. So that means meso and item inside here doesn't transfer. If you have any shops open, you got to close them. If you have anything in the auction house, you got to take it out. If you are married, you have to divorce first, and then you could transfer after 24 hours after divorcing. Anything in your cash shop inventory, so that's this inventory right here, your cash shop locker, as Nexon called it, anything in here will not transfer, so make sure you take everything and put it on your character. Also, to transfer characters, they cannot be assigned to your Maple Legion grid. So yeah, you have to unassign them from your Maple Legion grid. I don't believe you have to take off your link skills. That is completely fine. I think you could just go over without unlinking your link skills. I'm gonna go ahead and test it right now. As you guys can see, I have my link skills on right here. So we're gonna go ahead and test that firsthand. But another quick thing to note is when you do transfer over to the new world, your Legion grid, although it's gonna still have your total level, assuming you transfer all your characters, it's not going to have the expansions. So it's probably best if you have coins saved up already, because then you could you know, just expand it as soon as you get there. A friend of mine, he has over 8,000 total levels, and he said if you want to get back to the max expansion for the board, he said you're gonna need about 8,000 coins, and I think I have about 7,000. Let me go ahead and check, because I haven't been using them, so I have a hell of a lot of coins, 6,665. So if you don't want to have to worry about that, then I would recommend staying in your server where you already have it slightly expanded, or however expanded you have it. Save up for a couple more days, because you'll obviously get more per day in this world as opposed to moving to a different world, because again, you're gonna have less characters on the board. So save up your coins and then move. Again, you have like about 2 weeks to do so, so there's no real rush, but it's the first day. I just want to go over because a shit ton of my friends already left as well, so I want to get out of here as well. What else? You can't be in a guild, so although I created this guild, I am now going to have to leave it. As you can see, no one is on, because everybody that was somebody in this guild either left because all the main people are leaving, or they will transfer to the other world. So I'm going to have to do the same now, and as much as it's going to hurt, it's just a requirement. So let's go ahead and leave. I already transferred the ownership to a different character of mine. I'm only leaving one character in my bacon, and that's my level 101 beginner. I'm gonna leave that character in my bacon because there's no real reason for me to transfer it over, so that's what I'm gonna do. There's probably a couple more things, but I'll leave the link to the actual official Nexon post in the description below, where they tell you all of the details you need to know, and like everything that you can transfer, what doesn't transfer, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I got everything set. And there's also this NPC. He'll also tell you a whole list of things, so we're gonna go ahead and check on that list. Quick shot, are you sure you want to transfer this character? Once you transfer, there's no canceling or transferring back. That's something very important to note. Again, it's in red because it's so important. You can't transfer back. As a matter of fact, I believe in how I interpret their words, Nexon's words on the official post, you cannot transfer a character that has been transferred before. So me transferring to Bera now means I can never transfer it again to another world, even if a new World Leap event came 2 years down the road. So that's something important to know. Make sure you're making the right decision when you're moving. Again, if you are planning to move worlds, I would recommend moving to Bera out of all the others, because it's probably going to be the most populated once this whole event settles and everything is said and done. Alright, so we got some ground rules rather. So this is some important information as well. You can transfer an unlimited number of characters, meaning we could transfer all of our characters, which is, you know, something that a lot of people weren't too sure on for a very long time. So I'm really happy to see that. That's literally the only reason why I'm gonna transfer, because if I couldn't transfer all my characters, it wouldn't be worth it for me, to be honest. But since we can, it is worth it. So you guys could read through this if you want. Again, linked in the description to the official Nexon post. I've already read all of this on the Nexon post. I'm just skimming through it right now just to make sure that there's nothing here that I, missed on the post. Don't really know what it means by the reward system before transferring, or there'll be loss. I don't know. I guess it means for your reward points from like the daily bosses and stuff like that. So, but that's good. Okay. Are you sure you want to transfer quick shot? Press yes to proceed with the transfer. Once you transfer, it cannot be undone. Please decide carefully. Yes, and then you select the world. So Broa is... wait, isn't there supposed to... Oh, I'm already in my bacon. I'm like, where's the fourth option? So Broa and Kaini are one. Demethos is part of Grazed. And then there's going to be... what is going to represent our server? I forgot. I don't know which server is going to represent my bacon, but that's going to be the fourth option if you're not already in my bacon. So I'm going to go ahead and select Bera. Imagine someone clicks Broa thinking it's Bera. That'd just be, you would completely be fucked because you can't do anything about it after. That would just be like, ruin your life. So I'm going to go ahead and click Bera. Okay. And then it disconnects you. Okay. Your character has been transferred. Quickshot completed the request to transfer to Bera. Please check that the character has been moved. Alright, so I'm gonna click Bera now. I can't believe it's actually done. Like, I'm doing it as a video, but fuck. I just took it in. Holy shit. So these are the characters. I deleted all my previous characters here. This was over level 10, so I couldn't. I had to Hayato. I'm keeping it because it looks really fucking cool. I didn't even know I had this Hayato here. But yeah. So yeah, let's go ahead and log in, and then yeah, just see my character in Bera. Holy shit. Alright, so this is my very first time. I just logged in onto Bera on this account, on this character rather, my apologies. And yeah, so let's see. Let's go ahead and move a couple things around just to get him staying there. Take this off. Take this off. I can see that this is expanded here. I definitely don't want that expanded. I don't even want this thing period, so we'll see if it'll stay off if I exit it. Your buddy list obviously doesn't transfer. You move to a different world. Oh, apparently this you have to fix as well. If you change that, your hotkeys stay the same, so that's pretty nice. Everything else stays the same. My equips are all here. My inventory, my meso is all here, my inventory is all here. Equips, everything's here. chairs, okay, and then cash shop, everything's here. So pretty simple. Have a new buddy list. First person I'm gonna buddy, it's gonna be my boy Fluffy Prime. And there we go. I'm in Bera now. How many of you guys have participated in this World Leap event? How many of you guys plan to? How many of you guys are thinking about it? And what world did you guys move to? Hopefully it's Bera, because I'd love to see a bigger community in a Maple world that I'm playing in. I got a little fed up of playing in a pretty dead server. And yeah, I'm sure a lot of you guys are on the same boat. So let me know in the comment section below if you guys moved, if you plan to, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And from here on, it's going to be in Bera. And I think it's going to take me a little bit of time to get used to saying that I'm in Bera when people ask me what server or world I play on, because for the longest time I just say Cradia, my bacon, and now I'm going to have to say Bera. So it's definitely a change for me. I almost feel a little sick, like in my stomach, because I completely forgot to mention, but I've been playing MapleStory for about 11-12 years, and for all of those years, ever since I started, it was in Cradia. And to just leave my home just like that, it's a little bit crazy, but I did it because I know I'm ready. And yeah, step number 1 is to establish yourself in the new server, and that's Dojo, my friends. So I'll see you guys on the Dojo board. Peace.